Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whatever it is in your local time frame of the world. Welcome to another episode of Final Fantasy XIV from the beginning, where we started it all over fresh and new with a character created by viewers from my live Twitch channel. And we do record these episodes live at twitch.tv/elecnor. So come on out, hang out, give me some fashion advice for the character. Might change the hairstyle, definitely going to be changing outfits every now and then, and see what kind of shenanigans I get up to between episodes. Before we get into it, I feel like I need to mention my sponsor. Absolutely nobody. So let's get into it. We are doing MSQ today, moving through some more of the main story quests. We're helping out the refugees from Ala Mhigo after the Garlean Empire basically booted them out of their lands. We're assisting the resistance to basically recover and become healthy in an area where they're not exactly wanted. And last time we helped get some medicine for a companion of theirs who was quite ill, so they're appreciative. Now that things are relatively settled, I seem to recall you wanted something of me. You've proven a true friend to my people. Ask of me anything and it's yours, so long as it's mine to give. The cooperation of the people of Little Ala Mhigo? That's all? Far be it from me to question your desires, of course. Very well. I will provide you with a letter to show to Gundabald. The old bear was my mentor when I first joined the Resistance. He's intimidating to those who don't know him, but he takes care of his own. I've no doubt he will do all in his power to aid you. Okay, so we came out here to help them so that we could get those in Little Ala Mhigo to accept us, so we could get some information from them. So, but he takes care of his own. I've no doubt he will do all in his power to aid you. Okay, so we came out here to help them so that we could get those in Little Ala Mhigo to accept us, so we could get some information from them. So, trimming out these load screens cuts like 3-4 minutes off the total video runtime when I upload it. I was going to try to turn around and see what the mount was that somebody was vrooming back and forth on as the teleport wound up, but it zapped before I could get the camera angle around. There's Gundabald. Why have you returned? You're not welcome here. I thought I made that clear. Have a letter, my friend. You spoke with Mefred? It's been so long since I last heard from him. I feared him dead. 12 be praised. Whoever you are, Mefred sees you as a friend. And any friend of Mefred is a friend of mine. I know of this masked stranger you seek, and will tell you what I can. So, completed enough main story quests. I now travel faster here when I'm mounted. Ooh, green dye. An outsider resembling your masked stranger has reportedly been appearing near Little Ala Mhigo of late. What's more, it seems that some of our young bloods are meeting him in secret. No doubt you want to question them about their trysts, but they are not like to yield the information readily to an outsider. If you tell them I sent you, though, they may well feel obliged to talk. So the old man's carries enough weight with the youngsters to get them to talk to us. A masked man, no idea what you're talking about. I ain't done nothing wrong, so leave me be. She's just testing that knife, or is she cleaning her fingernails with it? Just examining it. Okay. Gundabald sent you? Listen, I told them it was a bad idea. All that tripe about believing the masked man, and Oh, you don't know anything about this. Why didn't you say so to start with? You can't throw the old bear's name around like that and expect me not to think I'm in for it. And what are you doing that you would think just the drop of his name makes you think you're in trouble? The stuff you get into that you know you shouldn't be. I think that is down another tunnel inside. For me, just a little place inside a mountainous pillar. Real easy to get lost around here. See? I went up, but I should have gone down. What? Have I been meeting any masked man lately? Let me see. Can't say as I have, but I'll be sure to tell all my friends you're looking for him. Yeah, because that's really going to get more information out of them. Because if you go tell all your friends I'm looking for him. There's a bunch been skulking about, right suspicious, like, but I've got nothing to do with them. I know trouble when I see it, and that there's trouble, mark me words. Around the pillar. Come back over here. Talk to Gundabald again. So you have indeed confirmed my suspicions about a masked man. That is most troubling. Whenever the young ones are scheming, it can lead to no good end. There's an anger inside them. I can see it in their eyes. I ought to know, for it once burned within me as well. 2 decades ago, that same anger drove me and my brothers to rise against the despot who ruled Ala Mhigo. Naught would do but to depose him and usher in a revolution. And we got a revolution all right, but it cost us our freedom. Blinded by our hate, we didn't realize we had been dancing to the Empire's tune. By the time we did, it was too late. Ala Mhigo had fallen. There are times when a man must be patient. Now is such a time, though the young ones know this not. Unless we intervene, they are like to commit great folly. If you learn aught of their plans, I would thank you to bring word to me. See, high potion, ether, or spine drops. Probably not going to use it a whole lot, but I want to grab the anti-paralysis. As a caster, having paralysis on you sucks. You can be partway through a cast and it triggers and your cast is lost. Let's see here. Let's see. Current equip. Cannot equip gear to head. Actually, it would be a bit of a... I don't know, vitality... Huh. Ah, but it's okay. Vitality plus 7 and intelligence plus 8. So, vitality plus 8, intelligence plus 8. Okay, so it would actually be a slight downgrade. I'm also looking at 49 total defense. This is 46. Okay, yeah. This would actually be a downgrade. The Velveteen Cowl, because I'd have to take off the headgear I'm wearing. So I'll go money with that one. Hey, adventurer, you done talking with the old bear? I got a message for you from Wilred. Lad's something of a leader among the young ones here. He's impressed you've won over Gundabald and wants a word with you. Says he'll be waiting over at that craggy area north of here. Okay, it's up over there. Okay. Can I actually get out this? Yes, I can get out this way. So hop on my airman and head up that way. Take my flying transportation. Oh. Something got mad at me getting too close, walking by. Oh, this is a hunt target, too. This isn't just a regular enemy. I don't know that I haven't actually unlocked any of the hunt stuff yet. That's why it's proving a bit more difficult than they usually do. But it is definitely a fight worth doing. Throw up a little shield. And got him. I think I actually need to take both of them out. For the hunt, but I'm not going to worry about it right now, because since I haven't unlocked hunts at all yet, taking both of them out, I wouldn't be able to reap the rewards. So, but I'll take some extra experience for it. Thanks for coming, friend. 'Tis no ordinary outsider who can gain the trust of the old bear, so I wanted to meet you to discuss something in private. Tell me, why are you snooping about? Did the Empire send you, or someone else? Coral got your tongue? No matter. Whoever it is you work for, your meddling ends here. Get her! Okay. Think you boys are actually going to be able to do anything against me? I'm not even going to pull out a full summon against you. Yeah. You're stronger than you look. This changes nothing. Threaten us, beat us bloody all you like, but nothing short of death can make us give up our fight. We're going to obtain the power to bring down the Empire, and with it we'll reclaim our homeland. Yeah, but not for a while yet. The Empire as a whole will fall, as empires tend to do. But it won't be for a couple expansions yet. Brass blades. Attacked by Wildred and his cronies, that they would go to such lengths for the sake of this plan of theirs. Left to their own devices, the young fools are like to harm others, if not themselves. We must uncover their agenda and put an end to this madness. Some big trouble in Little Ala Mhigo. Ulred mentioned obtaining the power to bring down the Empire. Of what power could he be speaking? Gundabal, I... Berlana, God's preserve, what happened? I gotta pick voices that aren't so scratchy. I was out foraging. When the corpse brigade came, they took me to their hideout and the whole while they laughed at me. They said that I suffer because I cling on to hope. Is it wrong to dream of home? Is it wrong to call ourselves Ala Mhigans? Do not heed such poisonous notions, child. Our dreams are what sustain us. Be strong, I swear to you, those villains will answer for their crimes in due time. But tell me, does anyone else know of this? Wilred, he saw me outside. He was so angry. I must tend to Berlana. In the meantime, I need you to find out what the young ones make of this. I fear they may do something rash. Okay, I need to ascertain their intentions. Zonrock map. So he's back there doing some practicing. You can hear their fists swinging around. I saw the sparkly right down here. A hunting knife. Talk to this riled lass. What those animals did to Bertalana is unforgivable, and to think they look down on us. Well, I'll suffer this humiliation no more. I'm with Wilrid to the bitter end. I'm not ever afraid of a few lizards. Sprint's not quite ready yet. See what we can find up here. Almighty Ronger, Lord of Destruction, we implore you, lend us your strength and put an end to the suffering of your people. Here to interfere again? Well, you're too late. Our plan is already in motion. Once we have the crystals, our enemies will pay for their crimes, and no one will dare oppress us ever again. Yeah, not a good thing to do. Trying to use crystals to summon Roger. If this plan succeeds, we'll have the power to lay the Empire low, to change the world for the better. Might be as Gundobald's content to eke out an existence in this musty old cave, but I'll be damned if I'm going to spend the rest of my life here. Now, where the seven hells did I put that bloody map? You mean the one I've got in my back pocket that she left sitting on the ground earlier? So let's go tell Gundobald what we found. And see what he has to say. A little story exposition. There he is. Gone? The whole lot of them? Then it is as I feared. They mean to take matters into their own hands. But what exactly is it they mean to do? What's this? A hunting knife? And a map of Zonrock? Wait, you said Wilrid spoke of crystals, did you not? They couldn't possibly mean to... By the gods, this is rank madness. The young fools are untrained and unblooded after all. They have no notion of how dangerous the Amalja are. They'll be butchered before they get within 100 yalms of the crystals. They are headed east. If we hurry, we may yet find them before it's too late. Except I have a feeling finding them before it's too late wouldn't be enough of a story. So I don't think we're going to find them before it's too late. Just a hunch from my narrative viewpoint. We'll flitter and flyer away. Flitter and flyer away out here. Got some Amalja hovering around. We got to get to that end of the bridge. See, yeah, people on the ground. Like I said, it didn't matter when we got here; it was going to be too late. But I've got a solo duty to complete. I said duty. Wilrid, did no others survive? This is all wrong. Getting the crystal was supposed to be the start. We were going to reclaim our homeland. We...
Pull yourself together, lad.
We were going to make an offering of the crystals to Rogger, to summon him, just like the masked man taught us. We plotted to sneak into Zonrock and make off with the lizardmen's cash, but they caught us, and so many dead. Gods forgive me.
Heathens, you shall pay for your crimes with your souls. I regret our young'un's transgressions, but soul's too high a price for youthful folly. For all their failings, they are the hope of all Amigan people. This hope I will guard with my life.
He pulls out a lance, the other guy pulls out a stick, I pull out a book. Let's take out a couple of these pugilists. Pull out some of the cannon fodder here so that the other NPCs can join in the fight on the biggin. We got some tempered folks. Come forth the freet. Roast that pikeman. Take out this little black mage over here. Carbuncle go green. There we go. Okay. We succeeded.
Your skill at arms is impressive, adventurer. Our wayward youths could learn much from a woman like you. Battle is won, but it would be unwise to linger here. Let us return to Little Ala Mhigo.
Wait, we've come all this way. We have to get the crystals. They're right there, ripe for the picking.
Have you learned nothing, Wilrid? Did you not see those tempered wretches? Such is the fate of those who are touched by a god. It is what you desire for yourself and your friends?
No one said anything about... The masked man told us we could defeat the Empire if we summoned Ralger. He swore...
Enough. I will hear the rest of this sorry tale back in Little Ala Mhigo. I dare say Caden will wish to hear it as well.
Oh, buzz off. I'll go ahead and come in the, I'll come into the mountain via the back door. Swing around this way and get over to Gundabald. Yeah, just all muscle this mount. Probably not gonna be the fastest mount in the world, but dang, he's intimidating.
No more lies, Wilred. Tell us everything.
I was outside with the others when he appeared, the masked stranger. He told us about summoning Ralger, about using crystals, and then just vanished. We never saw him again. I wanted so desperately to believe we could raise ourselves from this squalor that I never stopped to question his motives. But I should have known. There's no solution. Nothing we can do to change our lot. Our people are doomed to live and die like beasts.
Listen to me, Wilred. Our home may seem lost to us, but it takes more than stones and mortar to define who we are. No matter where we may be, Ala Mhigo lives on within us all. It is for you to decide what to make of this legacy, but whatever you choose to do with your life, never forget that you owe it to this adventurer, an outsider.
I won't, I promise. Thank you for saving me, and sorry I tried to kill you? It's nothing, I survived.
My thanks as well, friend. Gives us hope to know there are kind souls such as you out there. Little Ala Mhigo may not have much in the way of comfort, but you will always be welcome here.
Let's see here. High potion, ether, sleeping potion, paralyzing potion. Let's go ether. Either one or the other. Okay.
Whether we had more information to offer, but what really told you is the extent of our knowledge of the masked stranger. Left unchecked, that man will bring about a great pain and suffering. I pray that you'll find and put a swift end to the creature, for the sake of the young ones who died by his poisoned words.
Alrighty. I'm going to go ahead and do the Vesper Bay Aetheryte ticket. And teleport right there. We're slowly, gradually catching up level-wise to matching the character level with the MSQ levels we're on. Alrighty. Back to Minfilia. So through there into the solar. Welcome back, Caden. Reliably informed the investigation took you to Quarry Mill and Little Ala Mhigo. So tell me, were you able to learn aught of La Habrea? Yep, he's trying to get other people to summon other gods. Planted the knowledge of summoning in impressionable young minds, you say? Precisely the kind of deception the Ascians would employ. While many of the ills that all the land can be attributed to the calamity, some are being brought about by a malign will. We must needs delve deeper into this, while things remain quiet on the primal front. Our work and no play makes Minfilia a dull scion. Did you say something? Nothing, my lady. Mayhap we ought to rest a while before speaking further of the investigation. Okay. There, I rested. While you were tending to business in Thanolin, some new information arrived courtesy of our friends the Sylphs. An individual fitting La Habrea's description has been sighted in the North Shroud. This sighting comes in the wake of a series of mysterious deaths in the selfsame area. My instincts tell me that our man is involved. I would have you continue your investigation where you left off. 12 willing, we will pick up La Habrea's trail once more. Neroxia can furnish you with the details. Pray speak with her and take it from there. As always, be careful out there, Caden. Actually, I can just teleport from here to the Hawthorne. Yeah, the Hawthorne Hut. Yep. Only got a couple of teleport tickets left. Well, so I teleported out to where the Sylph's homeland is and remembered, oh yeah, Naraxi is right there inside the Scion's base. I didn't need to teleport anywhere. So, just teleported right back. And now we'll go speak with her in the Waking Sands. Because she is just right over here. Hanging out with Yida and Papalimo. Just a fun name to say, too. Papalimo. A Waking One is investigating Sinister One? Then heed well this one's words. This one is friends with a Walking One in the Ashcrown Consortium. According to Friendly One, a Digging One named Medrod had an encounter with a scary Masked One. This Masked One is most certainly Sinister One. Walking One should go and speak with Digging One Medrod. Digging One is to be found at Fallguard Float in the North Shroud. Okay, that I know I have a teleport for. Right there. I'm specifically going to the teleporting somewhere else specifically. Okay, yes, that's not the most entertaining of views right when you teleport back in. It's just the back of a rock. Yeah. There's Medrod. Please leave me be. I'm not long for this world. I look death in the face. It's only a matter of time before he comes for me, just like he came for that poor woman. Clearly traumatized. Perhaps if you were to soothe him, he might remain calm long enough to hold a conversation. Oh. Soothe. You're right. It's not as bad as it seems. I saw something terrible, that's true. That hardly means I'm going to suffer the same fate. Thanks to you, I can think straight again. I believe I can even recount what I saw without losing it. It was just another ordinary day. I was headed back to the float when I noticed a suspicious character in the distance. A masked man garbed head to toe in black. He had a hideous fiend in tow, a winged creature that was all eyeball and jagged teeth. Taken by curiosity, I crept as near as I dared. To see the corpse of a woman. One glimpse was enough to tell me that she died a gruesome death. In that instant, I knew right away that the masked man was a minion of Thal, come to claim her soul for his realm. What? You're investigating this same masked man? If that's the case, we'll help you in whatever way we can. Hi, anything to ensure that we won't have to suffer Medrod's hysteria ever again. All right, teamwork. That's what I wanted to... wait, I haven't been that bad, have I? At any rate, I'm all for helping this adventurer. It's the least I can do to repay her for comforting me. And we won't ask too many questions about exactly how she comforted him and made him feel so good. Okay, yep. So here's what I know about the deaths. All the victims were found with their faces torn to shreds. Among the local fauna, only the scalekin known as Ziz could inflict such wounds. That's why some folk are pointing their finger at them. I somehow doubt that the answer is that simple, but for the sake of thoroughness, we should look into it. Why don't you put down, say, 3 of the creatures? See if you can find any proof connecting them to the deaths. So you don't think the Ziz are responsible, but you want me to go out and kill 3 of the Ziz just to make sure they're not the ones responsible. Something doesn't seem quite fitting or right in that logic. It's not like I can do much to dispute it because I, can't progress the game otherwise. Oh, that's right. The Ziz, I think, are on the upper area up there. So, excuse me, guys. Need to come between you again. And try to remember how to get to that upper section. Yeah, out the other exit from the Fall Guard. Let's see, spell speed. Yeah, sure, why not? Have a quick snack of raisins before we go get in the fights. I'll cast just a little bit faster and get just a little bit more experience for it. So, balloon, go pop. There's the Ziz. It's the Ziz with all the Riz. Still haven't totally figured out if these things are supposed to be birds or lizards or what. Because they got the neck frills like lizards. But they definitely have bird-like size and movements. I don't know if those are feathers on their back or interesting scales, but they definitely look like feathers around the tail. They're bizzards, that's what they are. Part bird, part lizard. They're bizzard. That just sounds better than lurd. Ouch. Excuse me. I said ouch. I did not tell you to give me an ouch. Actually, why run? I can just get my mount. Alrighty. Nope. Took that right too early. Now I need to hang the right. Already seen to the Ziz? Good work, adventurer. So were you able to find aught to suggest that the creatures are culprits? Nothing. Truth be told, even if there were proof, I wouldn't know what it looked like. Anyway, I believe we can safely strike Ziz from our list of suspects, which leaves us with the masked man and his winged eyeball, an Aramin. I was just writing one a minute ago. There's something else I heard about the deaths. It appears all the victims have been comely maidens. I better watch myself, eh? Unseemly japes aside, there's a rumor been going around. There's some whisper that, after each victim died, her rancor went into the great big rock southwest of here, causing it to flash and moan. This bears investigating, I reckon. I'm going to give you a fire sand stick to blow off a piece of that crag. The stick doesn't come with a fuse or anything, so you have to throw the thing. Once you've torn the rock a new one, bring back some of the fragments and I'll give them a gander. Okay, well, I'm out doing that for you. What would you like me to do? There is something you should know. I've been keeping this to myself, lest I worsen Medrod's paranoia. But I, too, have seen the winged eyeball. Yeah, again, I was just writing one not too long ago. I cannot say whether it was coincidence, but my sighting took place precisely the same time as Medrod's. I was heading home after a day of digging when a shadow fell over me. Looking up, I found myself locked in a gaze with a giant eyeball. I let out a scream at the top of my lungs and ran without once looking back. This happened at the rocky area west of here, just in case you had a mind to investigate. Yep, targeting areas. Mount up. I think for one of these I'm going to want to take the upper route here. Remember, that's actually showing me I need to go down. Okay. There we go. And I want to take this guy out just because he's going to be in the way if I don't. And boom. Target missed. What do you mean target missed? Oh, wait. Wrong target. This is where he found the thing earlier. Throwing at the wrong rock. Okay. So I can't get back up that way. Actually, I want to continue down for this next one anyway. If I'm reading the map correctly. Which I may or may not be. It's real easy to get map confused. This is where I gotta throw the rock. There we go. Have some humming crystals. Let's see, lightning aspected. Which I think I've already got the yeah. I've already got the lightning aspected crystal in my big magic crystal collection. Because that was handed over to me by the sylphs. Big guy stomping around behind me. Bombity balloons. Yeah, those are not the kind of balloons you want to find at a birthday party. Those balloons at a birthday party, the party's going to go out with a real bang. Question would be, how many survivors would there be afterwards? Okay. A monstrous Banemite appeared, and you slew it. That creature had long been a scourge upon the folk of Falgord. Intentional or no, you have done us a great service. You have my gratitude. But this does make me wonder, was it truly a winged eyeball I saw, or merely a trick of light combined with blind panic? Most folk are too scared to go within 100 yalms of the Rock of Rancor. Aye, it has a name. What's a few vengeful spirits to a dauntless adventurer like you, eh? Huh? Why, these are just your garden variety crystals. Just a bit hard to tell beneath all the dirt and grime, but they're definitely lightning aspected. I almost hate to say it, but that explains the flashing and moaning. Nothing to do with the masked stranger. Looks like I've gone and wasted both your time and a perfectly good fire sand stick. Oh well. Let's see what Medrod here has to say. They've been promising leads in the murder. I can scarce get a wink of sleep, knowing that the killer is still at large. Judging by your furrowed brows, I take it this story business troubles you as much as it does me. I've been pondering my encounter. I was uncertain for a time, but there can be no doubt. It was a winged eyeball that I witnessed. It's implausible that I could have mistaken so distinct a creature for a Banemite. But you and I were moms apart. How could we have both seen it at precisely the same time? What's more, our adventurer friend here had a run-in with the Banemite at the very spot you claimed to see that fiendish eyeball. Isn't that right? There must be an explanation. I know I saw an eyeball with wings. I would wager an apple tart on it. Oh, he's serious. But listen, mayhaps it's not as mysterious as we're making it out to be. There's no reason why there couldn't be... Gods, of course! There must be more than one of the buggers. It's so obvious. But then that means, since there have been repeated sightings of these fiends, there must be even more victims as yet undiscovered. Gulp. I do believe we're out of our depth. We ought to leave the rest to the expert. Yes, we're just civilians after all. Good luck, adventurer. It was a pleasure knowing you. You don't have to sound so final about it. While I burn to know the truth, some things are best left unknown. Lest you have forgotten, it was at the rocky area to the west that I had my encounter. Should you discover aught of note, you will want to alert the authorities. There's a guardhouse nearby. The serpents there should be pleased for any information that pertains to the security of the region. Alrighty, go out this way. Okay, we're getting closer and closer to where we fight Titan. So as soon as we get that fight completed, then we can get around to, actually leveling up the, doing the job levels, job quests. I know what I'm talking about, really I do. Sometimes the brain just doesn't want to function as well as it should. Floating eye. Okay. We good? Alright, you can't go direct up that way. So we just swing around over Disa way. Greetings, adventurer. Is there aught I might assist you with? Here, let me just hand over this corpse I'm carrying with me. Gods be good. Not again. No matter how many bodies I see, I cannot seem to get used to the horrid sight. Poor woman. Identical deaths have been reported in the central shroud, while the masked stranger you seek does not seem to feature in any. Sightings of the winged eyeball are common enough. The creature appears to be moving the bodies, but to what end, none can say. The victims have all been young women. All are found with their faces mutilated beyond recognition. It's been difficult to identify them, so as to notify their next of... This button, engraved with a lily motif. The very same object was found upon another victim. A family sigil, or that of an organization, perhaps. Either way, I dare to hope that this find will prove pivotal in solving the murders. Well, there's been numerous ones found. Oh, level up. I think somebody would have noticed the lily button on them before now. I would have you hold onto the lily button. You will need it to continue your investigation. While it isn't standard procedure to entrust key evidence to individuals, you have proven yourself reliable and resourceful in this matter. I see no reason why you shouldn't carry on your work. If I might make a suggestion, you may wish to take the button to Gridania and have it examined by my own. Perhaps someone in her vast network of contacts can shed light upon its sigil. Alrighty. We will go back to Gridania. Alrighty. So I just heard a couple of email plinks earlier, so I wanted to check on them, see if there's anything vital or important. Oh, and I need to visit him. Continue, Caden. By your grim expression, I suspect you aren't here for sconces and herb tea. Scones and herb tea. Well, isn't this a lovely little button? The engraving is quite exquisite. An artisan-level quality, I would say. Where did you find this? On a dead body? Lovely. Anyway, I'm afraid I do not recognize the lily sigil. You'll have to find the answer the old-fashioned way, by asking around. You could do worse than beginning with Bernadette over by the Aetheryte Plaza. She has a sharp pair of eyes, that one. Button, who knows what the button is? Need help tracking down the owner of a button? That's certainly not a request I receive on a regular basis. Well, go on then. Show me what you have. Seems to be some manner of decorative button, reminiscent of those worn by the families of old, though I cannot claim to know its sigil. However, I can say with certainty that the white lily is a recurring theme in Gridanian culture. Alas, I do not know who would make a personal sigil of it. If there is a soul in Gridania who does, it would be Cinegould over at the Lancers Guild. The woman makes a point of knowing all the citizens on a four-name basis. I will be back to see you in a minute. We're off to the Lancers Guild. It's information on one of the perks for my volunteering this weekend. Bernadette believes that I can help you. Well, that is a rather bold assumption to make. I will try to assist, never you fear, but whether aught comes of it is another matter. Now then, what do you require of me? Fascinating. Work of this quality is rarely seen in the hands of ordinary Gridanians. The owner of this button is most certainly well-to-do. You may wish to take your search to the Gentry's Ward, northwest of here. Wait, a memory comes to me. Of late, there's been a man who is perpetually seated at the bench by the ward's entrance. His name is Ursendel, and I distinctly recalling seeing a markedly similar button upon the breast of his jacket. I dare say he can tell you a thing or two about it. What was that that internet video a while back about the guy started with the paper clip and traded his way across the country to like a new car or something? I feel like I'm on one of those quests at the moment. I do not believe we are acquainted. Pray leave me to my thoughts. The sigil of Dartencourt's family. How? How is it you came to be in possession of this button? The body of a murdered woman? Her face. Was it marred in any way? I had feared as much. I can no longer feign ignorance. I shall reveal to you the truth of the deaths, but on one condition. You promise to put an end to my lady's madness and free her from her torment. I'm going into a dungeon. Yep. I was once a manservant and the employee of one of the oldest and proudest families in Gridania, the Dartencourts. During that time, I had the honor of waiting upon Lady Amandine, mistress of the household. Fair as summer was she, and possessed of a heart befitting her radiance. Alas, the calamity wrought a great change in her. Though my lady escaped with her life, death may well have been a kinder fate. Never will I forget the day her bandages were removed, and she beheld her disfigured face for the first time. At that moment, the kindly woman I knew ceased to be. Unable to bear the thought of being seen, my lady sequestered herself within her chambers and refused all company. This continued for many uneasy moons, until one day, without warning, she began receiving queer guests. None among us knew whence they came, these masked men, but my lady believed that they would help her to regain that which she had lost. So began the rites of rejuvenation. These rituals seemed innocent enough in the beginning, but grew ever more grotesque as time went by. Eventually, there came a day when my lady bound one of her handmaidens to her bed and proceeded to mutilate the poor girl's face. Suffice it to say, she did not survive the ordeal. It fell to me to dispose of her body. I performed the dreadful task as bade, obedient servant that I was. But when the time came to return to the house, my legs refused to move. I knew then that I could not go back to that place, not after the nightmare I had witnessed. So it was that I left Hauka Manor, my home for nigh on half a century. Long did I weep for the girl who was slain, and longer still for the woman that Lady Amandine had been. Yet one cannot weep forever, and I endeavored to put the matter behind me. Indeed, I had resolved never to speak of my experience until you appeared before me. My lady's madness must be ended, lest more innocent lives be lost. Lay her tormented soul to rest, as you swore to me you would. She awaits you at Hauke Manor, on the western edge of the central shroud. Go now. Go and do what must be done. Dungeon! Actually, dungeon, loosely based on an IRL woman. Now, how much of the... he did say Central Shroud, right? Let me just... Yeah, Ben Branch. There is tale of a woman that survived by bathing in blood. I mean, there's evidence that the woman herself existed, But how much of the tales about what she did were fabricated and how much of it was true is still questionable. Let's see. I think I'm going to need to go up here to get where I need to go. Yeah, it said she to keep her youthful appearance, she would bathe in the blood of young maidens. She was excommunicated from the church for her practices. I think there were some marital issues too, which is probably what, if the rumors are all fake, probably led to those rumors being spread. So, but her tale and what was said about her is largely the basis for the Hawake Manor, this dungeon I'm about to run. So you get in fights and I haven't even entered the dungeon yet. Oh, you creepy eyeball. But it is a very nice... I don't know if those are supposed to be snakes or fingers or what. They're nice shrubberies. Just kind of creepy. Okay, Manor now accessible. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and run this with some NPCs. Yeah, Mia's Summoner, Marauder, Conjurer, and Thaumaturge. Just that way I'm running this with NPCs, so I don't need to worry about missing cutscenes. Yeah! That got me just a little bit. Black Shroud, Hawake Mana. I got Carby with me. See if I can remember the route. Yeah, the Marauder's going to take all the heat. I'm just going to... Yeah, good idea to get out of the way, but I kind of had that AoE covered. Okay, I need to come in here to get the tiny key. So there's some doors we got to unlock. There we go. Remember, I've got some AoE attacks now. So I can hit anything and everything with my blasts. So we got that attic bat real quick. And then the carpet stain. But how nasty do your carpets have to be that your carpet stains become walking creatures? See, I think there is a... I can't remember if there's something in here or not. Nope. Alright, call out Ifrit. Roast these suckers. Have Carby go Topaz. Yeah. Rock their worlds. Have Carby go Emerald. And blow them away. Make sure there wasn't another tiny key I'm missing. Alrighty, main servant, you're going down. Okay, there's the tiny key that I needed. So just zapping them and zodding them. Throwing all the magic I can to make it hurt. So, the more they hurt, the less we do. So just slinging some AoE spells. And a one attic bat. Oh. So you gotta take the maidservant out quick before she drops her own AoE spell. There we go. Spare key, just in case. Alright, power up my magics. Okay, Manor Claviger. Okay. For NPCs, the tanks do position the boss very well. I wonder, I mean, I'm sure they reacted in more than enough time. But I wonder if a NPC has ever been caught in an AoE spell. It didn't quite react in time. Seems to me having them not react and get hit by the spell would be harder to code than them actually getting out of the way in time. Already, because to code that, you'd have to be coding in, knowing how much time, somebody to calculate the odds of them not getting out of the way in time. And then some way to prioritize the healer. Healing them or not right away. So, okay, we got the green key. Green key opens the ivy door. Now, there's a shortcut here. I wonder if they're going to take the shortcut with me or if they're going to go the actual legitimate way. They took the shortcut. Where are you going? They took the shortcut and then met them up the stairs. Alrighty. Emerald. And they're done. That Conjurer, you might want to get a little bit more to that Marauder. I'm just going to hang on a minute, let him recover before we get in more fights. Okay. He's recovered enough. Okay. Go Ifrit! Can't wait till I get your brother in here. Okay, Titan is exactly Ifrit's brother, but, brother in summoning. One more shot with that. And Corpse Fly, go bye-bye. I'm not going to grab both those tiny keys. Just one more in case I forget which door I actually need to get through. So we got 4 tiny keys, so I think I have enough. Okay, we're going to leave them alone. I'm going to get these guys. For the outbursts. That's totally how we do things in this world, right? You get upset with somebody, you just throw an outburst in their direction. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's a tantrum. You get upset with somebody, you throw a tantrum in their direction, not an outburst. Although a tantrum could be considered an outburst. Okay. Every tantrum is an outburst, but not every outburst is a tantrum. So already locked doors. Yeah, I think it's this second one here. Yep, yellow key. Yeah, you guys go ahead and play with them for a minute. I'll be right there. Okay, here I come. Give me a moment here. Okay, here I am. I guess I can start pulling my weight now. There's one advantage of running this with NPCs is you don't have to worry about anybody backtalking you because you're not doing the job the way they think you should. Because everybody has their off days. Not, everybody's not going to do a perfect run every single time. And some people do this stuff out of fun, you know? Alrighty. Up over the wall. Then through the carnation door with the yellow key. So we want to take the jester down first. See, that right there is why you take the jester down first. I didn't notice. I don't think the thaumaturge was casting while they were out of the AoE range. There's no reason to stop casting while you're avoiding an AoE. Yeah. He definitely wasn't casting that whole time. Okay. Manor Steward, you're going down now. This fight's gonna shake and rattle you to your bones. Shit, pretty much all you got left anyway. Okay. Grab the parchment. My reward. And take the flow. Read from the bloody parchment. Barrier is borked. Right here, face the sentry. We're gonna have to take him out completely. And wear him down enough, he's gonna chicken out and go away. think it's right around half. When we whittle them down to about half or so. Yep. And closer to a third. It's been a long time since I've seen this cutscene. She's got a pair of small hand axes tied to her thighs. She pulls out what looks like a black mage's rod for a weapon. It's been a very long time since I actually watched the or seen it up close. Look away! Look away! Okay, they did. Take out the handmaiden. Handmaiden down. Okay. Especially like with an attack like that where you just gotta look away. It's so much harder to program an NPC to, at random occasions, take that hit. It'd be interesting if they did. I can just see the NPCs, you know, taking so many of those hits as a random chance, and at some point just gaining sentience and refusing to do anything in any dungeon until they're not forced to take hits. I just about got her. There we go. Pulled out my limit break. Yippee! Yes! Alrighty. Now, normally if these were other players, I would give them commendations. But thank you very much. Can't give or get commendations with NPCs. Darkness has taken root within these halls, sprung from the most unlikely of seeds. One cannot help but admire the irrepressible spirit that quickened it to life. La Habrea's got a friend. It is a pleasure to meet you at last, adventurer. You are every bit as intriguing as our master gave us to believe. It is no ordinary... Oh, excuse me. It is no ordinary mortal who can acquire one crystal of light, much less 3. The crystals make you strong, and it is to that strength the light is drawn. Heidelin chose well. A pity that your existence is irreconcilable with our own. We cannot well allow you to continue upon your present course. Alas, we came here not to play, but to take the measure of your strength for Master La Habrea. That task is now accomplished. We take our leave of you. And the dark, shadowy teleport away they do. Fare you well, bringer of light. Okay. So that's back in, that's back in Gridania. So let's teleport home. And then we can Aethernet shard up to where he's at. Alrighty, he is... Up there by the Lancers Guild, I think would be the closest. Yeah. Yeah, because this is the route we came investigating on earlier. So it only makes sense that this is the route we'd be on this time. And of course it's raining. We're in Gridania. Gridania is the Seattle of Eorzea. Always raining and got weird neighbors. You are ready. As you are returned. What sights awaited you within the manor? What has become of Lady Amandine? You must tell me all. So she went so far as to consort with devils? Would that I could have done more to prevent her fall. May she finally find peace in the beyond. I know not whether the masked men you encountered are the same pair that first led my lady astray, but it is plain they are of the same vile brood. Should the chance ever present itself, promise me you will visit upon them tenfold the woe they have brought upon others. But who am I to speak of punishment? By my silence I allowed I know not how many innocent young women to die in unspeakable circumstances. It matters not wherefore, though misplaced loyalty, cowardice, or both, I am an abettor to a gross crime. I will surrender myself to the authorities and accept whatever punishment they deem just. I only pray that the gods will have mercy on my soul. Okay, back to Minfilia. So it's a very big statue of a very little person. So I guess if it was the statue of a bigger person, it'd be an even bigger statue. Alrighty, we'll see what Minfilia has to say about this little run. Oh, welcome back, Caden. Full glad am I to see you safely returned. Tell me, how fared you on your sojourn in the Twelves Wood? Two of La Habrea's minions, and they sought to measure your strength by their own admission? The devils taunt us. It is beyond doubt, then. The Asians have begun to move in earnest. Would that we knew to what end. Yet I will not bemoan our plight. Thanks to your tireless efforts, we are at least aware of the encroaching darkness. Alas, we can only do so much. It is clear to me now that we Scions are too few to protect the realm against this threat unaided. We must needs alert the three nations to the presence of this elusive enemy, and recommend that they heighten their vigil. There's no shortage of misery out in the world that the Ascians might exploit. We have an arduous struggle ahead of us. Yet come what may, we must not allow ourselves to become lost to hope, for that is precisely what the enemy desires. We have gleaned all we can from the information available to us. Let us set this investigation aside for the present. Another matter has arisen that requires your attention. Let me know when you're ready to be briefed, and I will summon the others. So, achievement unlocked, Skeletons. Complete the main scenario quest, Skeletons in Her Closet. That's what we just did. So we got this, the coffer here. See if the book that it reveals, it is the exact same book that I've got on right now. So we're getting into better equipment. Okay, yep, that's an improvement. Strength, vitality. No, thank you. Manor half robe. Let's see, vitality. Oh, yep. See, this is what I'm wearing right now has an item level of 31. What I picked up has an item level of 30. But I get more vitality, more intelligence, and I lose the direct hit rate, but I pick up determination and critical hit. And I get a higher defense and magic defense out of it. So even though it's a lower item level, it's still better gear. So, got some things to sell. That's a cute little top for her, though. But I'm going to go ahead and glamour plate it. Yeah, let's mix it up a little bit. Let's run around in this outfit for a while. But we'll do more of that running around next time. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this episode up right here. If you are hanging out with me live, give me a couple minutes and we will do some other things. If you like this video, be sure and give it a like. Give the channel a subscribe and ring ding rang clang that bell so you get notifications when these videos go up or others appear on the channel. I do record these episodes live at twitch.tv/elicnor. So come on out, hang out, and give me some fashion advice. If I end up buying a house, help me decorate it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.